Hi everybody, Paul McFarland here again. Here to talk to you again about, come on, who am I going to talk about? I'll wait. Best ad agency in history so far. Right? Okay. We're going to talk about, again, from this fantastic CA 84. This is the CA that sent me completely head over heels in lust with Chiat Day, because it was just utter capitulation. And the two spots I'm going to talk about here were done for the Macintosh. This one. And this one. Okay, see what that is? Plugging in a cord, and here it's a PC. Lots of manuals, Mac. And here's what they say. The first one. These were really the first kind of work that Kapos Films was doing. Mark Kapos, who had done, stills, but wanted to get into film, he did anything. Oh yeah, I'll do anything. And even just tabletop things were such grace and style that Chiat Day brought to it, and Steve Jobs liked. But Kapos did this to go on to more things. But this one, you've got a PC sitting there. And it says, basically it's the PC, and then these manuals drop in when it even bounces on the top a little bit. It says, why learn all of this when you can use Macintosh by simply learning this? And the little brochure was ring bound from the manual. See, why learn all of this when you can learn Macintosh by simply learning this? See, what this is about, these two commercials, in case you can't figure this out, is what was the brief? Radical ease of use. Computers, big complex machines and code. No, Apple computers, Macintosh, anyone can do it. It liberates. You don't have to learn how to use a computer. You can just start to do. Radical ease of use. So here, the expectation that you had to learn a bunch of computer mumbo jumbo just to work a machine, which was in 1984 quite true. They were still doing green type on screen and DOS and everything, versus this liberating, just boom, simple, easy. How do you communicate that? With a spot that looks simple, it's clean, no distractions, very, very calm demonstration, them versus us, very much Mac versus PC, right? It's always been there. And the other one, that shows a Macintosh sitting there, and it says, using Apple's new Macintosh does require some technical skill. And the hand just plugs it in the wall. Radical ease of use. Radical ease of use. Even the look of the set. Beautiful, clean, clear, white purity. Some nice dramatic stuff. Iconic, very European looking shots. Not blasting bright light, but it was just soft. And even on the there's other spots, but these two are just so cool because they take radical use and they simplify it. So in other words, today, you're going to put something out, on Instagram or TikTok. You've got a product that maybe does promise radical ease of use compared to other ways of doing the things. Maybe our SaaS, our software, our platform does something radically easier than everything else. Well, take one aspect of what makes it simpler. In this case, how much do you have to learn before you can operate it, and how technical is it really? In a way, plugging it in is a little bit of an overpromise, but it certainly points you in the right direction. The promise that the Macintosh will liberate you from having to learn technical mumbo jumbo. Anyone can learn to use it, and will liberate the human mind of creativity. Radical ease of use in order to. Radical ease of use in order to. So, if you have a product or a service, like I said, maybe software as a service, SaaS, and it does something so much easier, how do you get it across? Well, most people today are doing explainer videos with screens and all the things you have to do, as if people don't know how to use their phones and how to tap things and to figure out from your software what I should tap and what I should do. No, you have to promise radical ease of use in something artfully simple and memorable. Again, why in so many commercials today do you have to see someone holding a phone and doing something with the phone what the thing does? Why not just associate the app name with something that promises the radical ease of use or the radical speed or whatever? These commercials are so beautiful and simple because if you're promising simplicity, you look simple, you say simple, you're slow, and everything means something. Everything telegraphs that. So if you're doing it on TikTok and you're demonstrating, you could do these on TikTok because these are very, very short videos. You would have to resist putting filters and flashing things and type all over the thing. Because, I'm telling clients this all the time. If you're putting crap all over your screen on TikTok, because that's what people do on TikTok, you're forgetting the first thing, differentiate. All those things differentiated until everyone's doing it. Zig while someone's zagging, zag while someone's zigging. Basic. So, Chiat, Mark Kapos, Apple Computer, CA 1984. Those simple, iconic messages that promise radical ease of use demonstrated by how much do you have to potentially learn versus potentially learn, and how much technical skill does it take? Oh, I can plug it in. Thank you for that, Apple. Now I believe, because you demonstrated that's all I'm going to have to do, that I can give myself belief to actually use your product. And it was harder than doing that, but my gosh, you promised it in such a beautiful way. This is what is needed all the time. So think about what you are as a business and what you're working on. Is it radically easier, faster, cheaper? How do you get it across? See, they didn't have to, they didn't go away from the product. They showed the product with a message that was unheard of. They showed use of the product or expected use of the product in a way no one had ever done before. It takes genius and nuance to do this. I'm just trying to help everybody. If you've got something you're working on, what is the best way to show it? Simple. And if you're expressing radical ease of use or radical something, learn from the best. This is so TikTokable. This is so Instagrammable. This is even Snapchatable. By the way, if anyone other than your kids is using Snapchat, ask yourself, why? The past, what made the great work of the past is the great work of today. The stuff in here that doesn't age well, and it's like, oh yeah, that's what people were thinking back then. Yeah, no, it doesn't translate very well. It's humanity of the moment, but the principles of what makes effective communications to human beings really don't change. A great headline, a great visual, a great idea, a great strategy is always one. So learn from the best. Learn from the best. Learn from the best.